There's time where I felt like I was cleaning and cooking all day, and then at the end of the day, I felt like I couldn't see anything done, and I was exhausted. So then I had to basically make up this trick for my brain that is ADHD and gets distracted by everything so that I wasn't spending my time decluttering the random little things that didn't even matter and then not spending it doing what needed to be done. So here's how it works. Instead of trying to deep clean everything, I'm focusing on 3 main areas in my house. And I set a timer so that I'm actually consistent and I'm accountable to myself and whatever this timer is. The first one is my dishes and my counters. Second one is my floors, because I don't know about you, but when you walk into a room and there are things on the floor, it feels instantly more cluttered and more messy. And then the third one is your one extra spot. What is that one sore spot in your house that every time your eyes land on it, you're just like, I'm so tired of looking all that clutter, and you would work on that as well. So 3 things, and then I have a 10-minute timer that I use with this. Now, I also have several other chores that I need to get done throughout the day, and I try to get them all combined within a single 10 minutes. So for example, I need to get my pets fed. I need to dump the AC condensation water, which is a little weird, but I do need to do that. I need to start the laundry. I need to fold some laundry. And I need to get our water bottles ready for the day. I do have kids running around and I have one trying to take a nap, so I'm gonna try to get this whole video done within her nap time, so we'll see how it goes. All right, my timer is done. This one took a little bit longer than normal because I had a daughter who did not want to take the nap, so we had to go get her back up. And then I also had to move the camera back and forth. So that one took a little bit longer. Normally I also get one extra task done, but it's not a big deal because I'll just incorporate it into my dishes routine. I think we're gonna give these chickens some mealworms too, because they should be laying a little bit more than what they're laying at the moment. When I'm checking for eggs in the morning, I also am trying to make sure that they have enough water, enough food. There's still water out here as far as their cleanliness goes. If it's starting to look dirty, we change out the water. In some cases where I need to actually clean out the chicken coop and clean out the leftover straw and hay and then put more in there that's cleaner, I usually let the chickens out, let them roam, trying to make sure that they don't get into my garden. But mostly they stay in the grass and they just go through the bugs in the grass, and that helps them a lot too. In that case, that is an add-on. That is not gonna happen in 10 minutes if we're being honest. You might see that I'm in a different outfit today, and that's because yesterday was so insanely busy that I did not even realize when I started the YouTube video that I wasn't gonna actually be able to do my regular cleaning schedule of the day. In fact, I had to stop midway in putting the dishes back into the dishwasher, so I caught up today all the way to where I was yesterday. I did not even get to finish my usual routine. I think that's fine because life happens. Sometimes you've got swim lessons, sometimes you've slept in late, sometimes you need to go pick up the grocery order and the railroad next to your house is under construction and you have to take a 30-minute detour. Life happens, and that's why we're trying to set these sort of systems up. So by doing the most important parts first, like making sure pets are fed, making sure that the laundry has been started, maybe it's not folded yet, and also making sure that the dishes are somewhat done or have been worked on at least, it's going to make it much better and easier of a day the next day if something did happen. So I have not cleaned up anything else. The house got even more messy than it was yesterday. I did get to the dishes, and there's not as many dishes because we had to go get food on the way home yesterday because of the detour. And we're just gonna keep rolling along. So let's go. So that's pretty much it. I would do another 10 minutes for folding the clothes, and I have some sitting right here. You can always do that like in downtime, or if the kids are coloring, or right now all of my kids are outside and they are getting very, very dirty. So we're gonna have to bring them inside for a bath, and they're probably kind of messed up a little bit of things outside. So I might have to even pick up some things that are outside. That is the life of a toddler mom. I swear, like, you will be cleaning one room while they're destroying the next room. So for me, I focus on the areas of the house that you see as soon as you walk in. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that there's some dirty spots over here that's cluttered. This area right here is still cluttered. I need to go through it at some point, and that is what I would do for the last 10-minute extra spot. So I got the basics done. I've got the floor swept. If you have extra time, you can mop, or if you want to vacuum one area of the floor, you can vacuum an area of the floor. And I was actually able to sweep and vacuum in about 7 minutes instead of 10. If you've got guests coming over and your guest bathroom is looking particularly dirty, you can take that 10 minutes to work on the guest bathroom. Or what I like to do is I like to make sure that my kids' rooms are so decluttered and everything has a space that's not super complex, super difficult. That way it only takes 10 minutes to clean one of their rooms. And that's a little bit tricky to figure out. It takes some time. But if you're noticing one of their rooms is just getting particularly dirty, you can just go in, do a quick pick up, putting everything back where it goes, maybe wipe down any surfaces and vacuum, and you should be able to get all that done in 10 minutes. This is not the time to organize. This is not the time to declutter. Like, if you're just going in to clean up a room, go in with the concept of I'm cleaning up this room. I'm not trying to reorganize everything. Now, if your rooms are clean and you would like to take that time to declutter, great, do that. The whole point of this cleaning system is not to make your entire house perfect by the end of the day, because you're just gonna be cleaning all day. Instead, you're just trying to improve on it. So every day it improves a little bit more. So say you do get all of these areas clean, but your counter is still super messy. Then your 10 minutes needs to be spent on the counter because you're still trying to figure out where things go. So for me, on Monday, we had a ton of stuff on this counter and I had to spend a long time going through that counter, putting things in the trash, putting things away, finding new homes for things. But now when I do the counter, it's really easy. I just have to wipe it down. So I improved that counter. Now I can spend the 10 minutes in another spot. And what works for me may not work for you. The best cleaning system is the one that works for you and your family and in the season that you're in. You may not be a toddler mom. You may not be pregnant like I am. For me, I actually do a lot of the dishes and most of the standing things in the morning, and then I'll tackle the floors at 4 p.m. before the husband comes home because the floors always get messy. So if I clean them up in the morning, they're gonna be messy again by the time he comes home. So I might as well just let it happen, let the floors get messy, and I'm gonna clean them up at 4 p.m. But that's my cleaning system. Maybe your cleaning system is different. We're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to improve every day.